Hi there, welcome to our next episode on Python with Playwright. So, in today's lecture, what we will be covering it would be mostly on how Python works and what are the basics around it and how to deal with it. If you want to learn how I created this file, just follow my lead. There would be a kebab menu right here. Click on File, then New Project. Type in your project name. I will be writing Python Basics. Click on Create. Click on New Window. This will open our Python basics.py. Okay, we would need to create in Python basics.py. Right click, Python file, Python basics.py. We will try to use some print statements. Okay, so print statement, how we could run. Let's say hello world. In PyCharm, you have to just use F9. This is how hello world would be available. Coming on to data types. So data types we have currently, there are multiple, but we'll mostly focus on integer, float, then list, then tuple, then dictionary, we have integer, float, list, tuple, dictionary, then boolean. These are the major ones. First of all, integer. In integer we have int. Okay, we need not to define here in Python. We need not to define. That is the beauty of this Python. A equal to 10. I will try to write in print a. Run this code. I'm able to run that. A is 10. Suppose in case I want to get the type of this variable, I will type print type a. So what basically it does is like it provides us the callback that it has a class int. So in the console, it provided us with the result that it is class int. Now similarly, we will do it for b is equal to 10.5. I will print b and print type of b. I will run it. So the next one was float, but I have a option if I want to print in something like that, b of type b. So both variable as well as type will be in the same line. Similarly, I will try to add for the a as well, which was integer, then class of int. I need not to define this again. Okay, so what I did is like within a single line of print command, I provided two separate things. First, it was variable and variable data type. We'll copy this same and move on to list. So for list, what we can do is like we can provide lst here, but sorry, list here, but we should not define it, as it's not a way in Python. You have to define the variables, what are the data types it has. So I will type in just fruits equal to, in square bracket, apple, banana, then apple, banana, then kiwi. Okay, I will print fruits and type of fruit. Okay, now if I run it, here it is, it's class list. Now for tuple, it is similar to list, but it has its own properties. Like in, suppose I am writing in animals equal to tuple of tiger, lion, and elephant. Make sure that it is in double quotes. Print of animals, comma, type of animals. Not exactly type of animal, we'll just return. So it is a tuple. Now we will move on to next one, which one is a dictionary. For dictionary, what we will do, it's actually a key value pair. So we have to provide the details that it is a key value. So suppose we have a name, then we have age. Okay. So for age is equal to, in curly bracket, you have to give curly bracket. Suppose name is Sunil, age is 33. Then we have, suppose we have Anil, age is 27. Then we have Akash, and we have this age as 28. Similarly, we will try to print in ages, comma type of ages. So the class is dictionary. Last one is on boolean. Boolean is nothing but true or false, 1 or 0. So suppose c equal to true, to make sure it's capital T. Print c comma tuple of, print of c, type of c. So the class is boolean. So these are the basic data types available for us. Now we will move on to if statement. How could we write if statement? Simple thing. Let a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Space don't matter. You can make it more readable like this, what I have done. But whenever you try to write in a new command, so new code, it should be in below. Okay, so you have to write in new line always. Now if a is greater than b, print a is greater than b. Okay, so else I will give print a is less than b. Simple thing. I will run it. A is greater than b. Let's make this 20 and this one 10. Or you can write in anything. It can be an integer as well. Okay. Now this was one simplest thing. If you want to use if, there is another thing. What I will tell you, this would seem simple, but it may that you won't get it at a second. Suppose I am giving a blank, so this is how you could write in blank. print, sorry, if a print a is not empty, else print a is empty. So what we have got, a is empty. Why? See, in general, when we say a, just a, nothing else, it Python, it believes that you are checking if a is empty or a has value. It saw that it does not have any value. Now I write in a is a, to write anything. Now it says that a is not empty. Earlier it said that a is empty. So this is how you would be able to do it. Also, you can add in none. A is empty. Okay, none is nothing but empty. So this is another data type which Python possesses. Okay, now we could run into loops. So for loops we have for loop, then we have while. We'll just basically focus on these things, for and while. So how to use for I in range of, sorry, it's a literal typing, so I follow it sometimes. For I in range of 10, print I, just try to print it. So this will run from 1 to 10 only, 0 to 10 only, except I want it to run till 10. Okay, so this you have to remember, it will run till 11 only, but it starts from 0. In case you want to start it from 4 comma 11, so I have given the range start and given the range 11, so we will print it like this, 4 to 10. In case I give it like this, 0 to 11 in step of 2, what I have given is like I asked it to run from 0 to max till 11, so it would be less than 11 till in steps of 2. So this is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it has run till 10, less than 11, and in step of 2. Similarly, we could do it step of 3 as well. So it will run in step of 3. So you now know for range how we will write start point, end point, then we have the steps, so how much steps it should be. Okay, this is how it runs. Another way of writing in for is like for list, we can use it like, suppose we are having fruits. For fruits we have animal, sorry, fruits are not animal, kiwi, then we have banana. In case you forgot to double quote, just select it, then click on quote. It can be double quote as well, similar way. Then we have guava. Okay, is it wrong? It was wrong. For fruit in fruits, it's a literal language, it's a literal English language, so we try to make it sense. For fruit in fruits, okay, I could have written like for I in fruits, but to make a literal sense, what I typed in for fruit in fruits, print fruits, fruit, not fruits. See, we never declared a variable, nothing else, but we almost ran the array. Okay, so list we ran it like we need not to worry about anything. Okay, this is the simplicity of Python. Similar, we could run in the tuple, it wouldn't harm, it would be simple. And for dictionary it would be different. Okay, but we will not go into deep about dictionary right now, because for a dictionary we will have a separate video wherein we will go through most of the what say list comprehension and dictionary comprehension, then you would know. So for while it's simple thing, what we will do, like for while we will create a variable called count equal to 0 while count is less than 5, print count. Okay, count plus equal to 1. It is similar to count plus plus in Java or C++, but this does not work in Python. In Python we write as count plus 1, count plus equal to 1. So when I run it, it printed 0 1 2 3 4. Another way, I could type in like as I previously wrote in, right? So we could do like this: count is plus count. Run it. Yeah, count is this. Suppose this I'm writing in such a way, this is the count which we have got, but I want a variable in here. Okay, I want a variable in here, but I cannot do in this pattern, right? So what you need to do is f of, so it's basically formatting, f of between double quotes. I will copy this thing. Instead of this, I will put in curly braces. Now I can put in count here. Now try to run it. Okay, this is the count 0 which we have got. So if you want to put the variable in between, you have to use formatting like this. Okay, even while returning from the function, it would be similar. Now we will move on to functions. So how we define function. So function, we last time we tried to define it for the Playwright first test. So similarly I will try to do here. Define summation of suppose a and b variables. Yeah. So how to run this? Let's see the variable where sum happens. A plus b. Okay. Return, every function should have a return, or else if you are returning none, it will return none. It will just run and return not anything. Function basically it's a barrier, it's a bridge between your one function to another, right? So you need to return something. Always try to return something. Now return, I'm returning C. Print of summation. Okay, if I try to run in, it will not do anything, right? So I have to pass some elements, variables, 5 comma 6. So it assumes that a equal to 5 and b is equal to 6. This is beauty of PyCharm. Okay, so the interpreter, our IDE is basically working for us. I will try to run this. So we are able to visualize it on the go. The answer is 11. Can we do the same thing with summation of a comma b, or else like higher there? Okay, yeah, it also works for this. What if we try to mix in? Okay, suppose I will type in 4, and there it assumed A as 4 and B as there. I will just try to print it. It gave me an error. So it says that type error and unsupported version, unsupported type for int and str or string. So basically, I'm trying to add a string, and another one is first one is integer and another one is string. We cannot mix and match here. We cannot do like float plus string, so this doesn't work. It should be of same, like string will be added to string only. So we learned for while if. Let's use it here. If type of A is equal to type of B, we use this type for getting the variable type, right? So for this code, it would be like when I type in type of B and type of A, I am um, basically checking whether type of A and is equal to type of B. That means is integer is equal to integer, or if string equal to string. Basically what we are doing here is if integer is integer, string is string, then only add. So I will write in return A plus B. I will not create another variable. I can directly return. So this is another thing you would need to remember. Else, what else? If they are not equal, print. So I need to return this. What I will return? Please pass valid variables, okay, or valid values. Okay, 11. Hi there. Please pass a valid value. Suppose I want to write in like if type A equal to type B equal to int, then I would need to write in if type A equal to type B equal to str, return A plus B, else return, please enter valid value. I will try to run this. Okay, it runs the same, but we have distinguished it whether it's a str, right? So while returning it, what I could do, I could pass a space so that it makes sense. In earlier version, we cannot pass space because we repurposed it for both string and integer. Now it's also repurposing, but with else if we are returning A with space B. Okay, so this is how it works. We can add another condition, if type of A or type of B equal to str, not like this. If type of A equal to int, or type of B equal to int, and type of not and, okay, sorry, it should be or here, and reverse of it, and reverse of it, sorry, equal to int return mm, instead of return I will create another elif statement. So we could do it this way, but let's say we are not doing this way. Return, what was that? Type is int. So I will str of a plus b. This is what I will return. And for next statement, elif return here, which one is string? Okay. If a equal to int, type b equal to string str, and type a equal to str, and type b equal to it would be like this. Yeah, a plus it was correct. Return a plus str of b. What I did here is like I checked whether a is int. If a is int, convert this to string. If b is string, that will pass. So I have to write it like this instead of there. Okay, now I will run it. See, it worked for each of these things. Okay, for each of the if statement, if for each of the if condition, I was able to do that. I wrote in a longer condition wherein I used or as well. You can use or as well, but it will break it right now. But wherever you need an or, it's a literal thing. It's a literal syntax. So if one condition or another condition. Similarly, I wrote in if one condition and another condition. This is how it works. So you are now familiar with our if statement. Now we'll move on to which one? We already covered for, while, if, and within if as well we covered like if a is empty or not. Okay, then everything we have covered so far. So all basics are covered. So we can move on to our next video, which will be on more detailed version of this. Okay. After that, we will move on to locators, and after locators, we will continue on our path to automation. Okay. So that will be our basic thing. So we will move on to mostly on Python, Playwright, and so on. Okay. Hope you like this video. So subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. This will encourage me to create more such videos for you. Thank you and bye bye.